Hey folks, this is Daniel with the Aloha Academy, and today we're discussing some serious stuff, at least some serious chords, because a lot of you requested a tutorial for my latest cover, which is Justin Timberlake's I Just Can't Stop the Feeling. And I'm sure you've already roamed the internet for some tutorials, and there's a lot of stuff out there which is good, but most of the guys and girls who are doing those tutorials are using pretty simple chords. And this is what I wanted to avoid in my version, so I took a close listen to the original song and came up with a lot of slash chords. We're gonna discuss this later, what slash chords are. For now, let's get started with the first four chords, which are pretty simple. Basically, I'm using in the intro and the first verse is C major. This is the first chord. In this case, I'm using my first finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, because the next chord is an A minor, but I just didn't want to use the open chord like that. I wanted a slightly different sound, so I'm using my middle finger and the 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the C string, and the ring finger is on the 5th string, that's really hard for Germans. Well, never mind. 5th fret on the G string. The rest of the strings is open. Okay, so this is your A minor. Next chord is an F add 9. So basically, I'm fretting an F major with those 3 fingers. My ring finger is on the 5th fret on the C string. The pinky is on the 5th fret of the E string, and my first finger is on the 3rd fret of the A string. The G string is just an open string. Okay, that's it. Because as a 4th chord, you're going back to the A minor, which you already know. Okay, so this is the whole intro. You're just playing 4 full bars, full notes, whole notes in English? Yeah, I think so. And I'm snapping my fingers for a beat, and it goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you just snap on the count 2 and 4, and on the 1 you might use your thumb or all the fingers, depending on the sound that you want to have, and just let the notes ring. So, intro and first part of the verse is just like that. You start singing and everything is good. Yeah, every time you go to the sunshine part, you speed up your rhythmic pattern, because you want to have some drive and really work towards the pre-chorus and the chorus. So here's what I do. The basic rhythmic pattern is down, down, up, down, up, up, down, 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 up. Okay, I'm playing a bit faster because it's making more sense when I'm playing it faster. Down, down, up, down, up, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up, up, down, 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 up. You might want to practice a bit more complicated rhythms like that, even without any sound, just with percussive notes, so you can really hear what the groove is, okay? Or you can really feel the groove. I'm doing it for you. Hear it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, up, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up, up, down, down, down. And a bit slower. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, up, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up, up, down, down, down. Okay, so the easier version that I'm not playing could sound like this. You just continue to change the chords per bar. So it's 1 bar C major, 1 bar A minor, and so on. So this is what it sounds without getting too complicated. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now here's what I did. I've added a percussive sound on the count of 2. So I'm not just playing 1, 2, but I'm playing on the count of 2. I'm doing a percussive sound, and I'm producing this percussive sound with my right hand mostly. I'm muting the strings with the palm. It's not like palm muting, not like, but there's dead. Yeah, I killed them. Kill the sound totally. Like no, you don't do that. So basically killing all the sound with the palm and simultaneously. Damn it, that's a hard word. In Germany it's gleichzeitig. That's easier. Okay, simultaneously. Anyway, you kill the sound with your palm. Simultaneously, you do a downstroke. So, if you do it in the right speed. Oh, that was not good. That wasn't good. Let me try again. Can you hear that? You don't hear an open sounding string like when I tried before, but you just hear that chuck, chuck, chuck. Okay? So really practice this movement very, very slow. I know this is hard, but if you practice it slowly, you can incorporate this technique when going faster, okay, when playing that song. What is especially hard in this case is you're doing this percussive sound, this chuck, and the next 16th note actually, the next upstroke, you have to unmute the whole thing. So it's down, chuck, and you go up directly after the chuck. Yeah, let me play it for you so you know what it sounds like. One chuck, one chuck, one chuck. And so on. Okay, you get the idea. So you just try to play the rhythmic figure very slowly. Really keep an eye on the up and down strokes, because you want to keep your whole movement of the right hand fluent, or fluently, I don't know. This is the most important thing, so your muscles don't cramp while you're playing the song, and after the first chorus you have to just shut down the whole song because you're cramping. Now, you don't want that. So, practice it slowly. You might as well practice without chords, as I said. And yeah, let's go to the very serious and funky chords of the pre-chorus. Here we are talking about some cool chords which are called slash chords, and they do not have anything to do with Slash, the guitar hero, as you might think. But it's another thing. It's two chords layered on top of each other in a way. Normally your chord, like a C, is called C, in this case C major, because the root note, the lowest note of the chord, is a C. Okay? In the case of a slash chord, we have another chord, and in this case we have a B flat, which is mixed with a root note C. So the lowest note in this case is not the B flat, but the C. And it sounds very open, very wide in a way, because you don't know, is it B flat, is it C? It's not quite both of them, any of them. So it has a lot of tension and it wants to go somewhere. And in this case it's the C chord itself. So here's the voicings of the two chords, and I think they sound pretty cool. You can impress a lot of your friends at the beach if you're playing the song with that chord. I'm using my first finger and second finger on the 5th and the 6th fret of the A and the E string. The rest of the strings is open. And this is the B flat slash C. And the next chord is just a regular C chord, but in a different voicing or form. You just move this finger, those two fingers up 2 frets on the fretboard. So it's the 7th and 8th fret on the A and the E string. Okay, that's it, pretty simple. And I'm doing this part pretty straightforward. I'm just playing 8th, steady, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and repeat it, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Then I'm going to the next chord, which is also a slash chord. It's an A flat on B flat. This is really cool, so if you want to impress your music teacher at school, just have him play this chord. Maybe he has to think. You bet. Okay, so you're just doing a bar chord. Use your index finger as for a bar over the 3rd fret, and then you just add your middle finger on the 4th fret of the E string. And that's it. Complicated sounding name, but very easy to play. A flat on B flat. Next one, it's just a regular B flat in the 5th position. In the 5th position. Damn, your language is really hard. Well, a lot of people also say that about German language, which I think is not at all hard. Guess what? Oh, you were born there, Daniel. Yes. Maybe that's fine. Okay, so next bar chord. Do your bar over the 5th fret with the 1st finger. Then you just add the middle finger on the 6th fret of the E string. And the ring finger goes on the 7th fret of the G string. So when traveling from here to that chord, you just have to add your ring finger. The rest of the chord just stays as it was. Okay? And here you're also going on with those steady 8ths. Just one bar per chord. Next one is an F minor. This time an open chord. Not at all. It's not hard at all, actually. First finger, 1st fret of the G string, the C string is open. Middle finger, 1st fret of the E string, and you might as well choose. I'm always using the pinky, but I've seen some of you playing with your ring finger. 3rd fret of the A string. This here F minor, and then just last bar before the chorus I'm stopping the 8s, so I'm just playing 1, 2, 3, 4. Just 4 short notes on 1, 2, 3, and 4. You just play it and immediately stop the sound. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So here's the bridge in one piece. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's it. Okay? Next thing to do is the chorus, and here I kept it really simple because there's so much, much words, I don't know. There's such a lot of words in the chorus, and it was really hard to remember all this stuff, so I just kept it really fireside chords, you know, campground chords. How could you say that? Lagerfeuerakkorde. In German you say Lagerfeuerakkorde. You like that sound? Repeat after me. Lagerfeuerakkorde. Okay, so it's C major, A minor, F major, and A minor. Really simple chords, very basic. I don't have to explain them, I think. The rest is rhythmically the same as I did in the second part of the verse. So I'm just... Okay? I hope you get the idea. I hope you got the idea of what I'm doing in this song. You might as well make your own version of it. This is what works for me, and I hope you get some inspiration for your version of the song. And one of the most important things, I should not forget that, hey, if you like what I'm doing here, just consider a subscription. Consider really fast. I would say, well, just hit the subscribe button right now. This will really be cool for me, you know. I'm hungry for subscribers. Yeah, hungry. And that's it. Nothing more to say. Hope you have a beautiful day. Here in Germany, sun is shining, summer is coming, winter is going somewhere. Maybe to the Game of Thrones season 11 or whatever. Have a good day, and looking forward to seeing you again. Bye.